we're here. We're in their land.
Yeah.
We've watched what they've done. We can actually go back home.
This whole thing's ours. Don't you ever forget that. This whole thing's ours.
Yeah.
They've had to use fictional law to make this thing theirs. Ownership, the idea of ownership through paper. That ain't real.
Burn
So,
that
right.
That's gone.
But in reality,
Burn that like they burn everything else. The whole thing was ours, bro. We was here before them. We just need the
I'm
sun.
with it.
You get what I
I don't even
mean?
want it.
We just need the sun.
I just want to go back to my land.
We was like,
you know
yo,
what I'm
that
saying?
patch over there, you don't take that patch. That patch is way too cold.
But Malcolm X was saying that. Even if we told them, yeah, please, let us go.
Don't ask, you take.
You know they're going to say,
No.
why do you not want to go? Don't go.
That's the irony.
That's
Get
what I said to
I was
Marcus
gonna
Garvey.
say, you see when we do get our asses out of it,
Yeah.
and get back home.
They're
Why are you
gonna
not going?
struggle.
You know we're at war then, for real.
Yeah, bro,
Like,
that's
you
gonna
guys
be
can't
war.
leave us. They're gonna be trying to bomb us. Don't try to enjoy yourselves over there with your man.
Everyone's talking this go back home thing.
When
It's
we
like
get
it
there-
stops there.
Bro, they're gonna go on to us
That's it,
differently.
really.
They want
Revolution is
us
forever.
Forever.
It's forever.
non-stop.
Forever.
That's why that war until the end of
Obviously,
our
Black
life.
Panther was real. There will be a Black Panther 110.
Before we get there,
Because you
before
have
we
got to
get
protect
there,
this forever, bro.
before we get there though, them man who we keep talking about, us lot who are lost, them man have to first realise that, yo, you are at war. Since you came out of the tunnel, you was at war.
From the beginning.
From the beginning, the war's never ended.
Do you know what's funny?
We need teachers in
Your
all
whole
spaces,
thing
man.
of
We need
All
teachers in
spaces.
prisons.
Yeah,
We
it's
need
come to
teachers
my
in the
head.
schools. We need Saturday schools. We just need our teachers to be spreading this message everywhere. We need to wake our brothers up.
But
It's just-
also,
every space.
we got to be willing to take, because remember, as you say, the white man didn't ask,
You just
Talk.
come and talk.
Like a G.
You got to be
He's
saying,
talk.
listen, no, we're taking it back now.
Yeah.
We're not submitting.
But that's
this
what they're
to-
afraid
this
of.
is-
Yes.
But you see the fair factor
You
that
told
you're
me all the
saying
time we're
earlier,
owed everything.
hating.
Yeah.
That's just
Everything.
frustrating.
Oh my God.
Walking with that
Hating.
energy for the last little while, it's a problem for
This
everyone.
is why he said, this is why,
It's a problem
when
for
you
everyone.
asked us, where you from? I was like, the whole thing's mine. Everything's mine.
Yeah.
It's not a lie.
Orion's Oracle, the guy I follow on Instagram, says, I've allowed the European man
Yeah.
to do this to me.
Yeah,
I've allowed,
yeah,
it's my,
yeah.
it's
All
on
right.
my watch.
Yeah.
You know what you say?
Everything's on my
You
watch.
made me think that
Remember
one
when
part of the
Kanye
world
West
is
said,
mine.
slavery was a choice. I don't think people understood what he was saying.
I got what he was saying.
I
I got what he
I
was
didn't
saying.
get it.
I got what he was saying.
I don't think
At
people
first I
understood.
didn't, and then when I went back to it, I was like, there's a
Do you
bit
know what?
more
Well,
to
he's
this
proving
now.
it right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's making a choice.
Choice.
to say I'm
There you
these
go.
people.
Because
That's
you
what I said. I was
stand
like,
up against
you
it,
know
or
what?
you fall into it, and then
Exactly.
we've fallen back into
You know
it
what I
time
said?
and
I was
time
like,
again.
you know what? My man's right, you know.
I'm just putting it simple.
Do you know what it is though? I think people's idea of slavery and where he was going with it metaphorically is two different things. Because I think people are looking at it saying slavery, they didn't choose to be whipped and do this. He didn't mean
Talking
them,
about now.
our,
Yeah.
our ancestors literally
Yeah.
being enslaved. He's talking about modern day slavery
Slavery.
and us learning not to say no.
I think he was talking
Understand
about
on it.
historically, personally. I mean, you might be right, but I think he was talking about historically, but he's talking about us allowing a small
Yeah.
amount of
Small
people
people to
to
come and
control a
take-
large amount of people
For that
Yeah.
long.
for that amount, even for 20 minutes.
You know what? You're right there.
That's what I thought he
Think
meant.
about
That's
it.
what I thought he meant.
Think about it. Yeah? You're in a plantation.
100 man, fam.
If they were running,
How many slave masters are there?
They separated us.
They
Yeah.
separated
That was part of the process.
Nah, we wasn't.
We wasn't together,
Do you know
bro.
why? We were sending each other. We were sending it. shit.
Yeah,
were
bro,
putting
we
you on the
wasn't
shit.
together. You gotta
We
remember.
put them together.
You
and
remember,
stuff.
yeah?
We
Yeah,
put
that's
them
on
on the
that
shit.
side.
Like,
I said, one
get
way-
on the shit.
Yeah, we knew you were black.
Bro.
He said that was
Yeah.
yours.
I can't imagine it, bro. I can't imagine it.
But
That might be
bro, we
wrong.
wasn't
I don't care what
together.
gun you
Watch
put
this
on my
now.
head. I don't care what gun
He
you
did
put on
something wrong,
my head.
yeah?
I'm not putting you on the
They grab him. Then they're gonna make it. You know what? We're not standing together. We're standing there like children. You know when your brother's about to get beaten? Your dad said, you know, come in here. Who told you to touch that milk? Anybody touch this milk, this is what's gonna happen to them. Basically, that's what it was in that plantation.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, them side-
Anybody crosses the line,
Yes.
you're gonna get whipped.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then you had secret societies
Yeah.
where nowadays they've stolen from us as well. Where they'll have their own meeting and talk in their own languages and say to themselves, listen, we got a plan so we can rare. You know, because when I heard Kanye West even said that, I thought of millions of them, I'd be like, yo, they could have took over that plantation.
Let me tell you something.
could've.
Steve Biko said the most powerful weapon in the hand of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed.
Yep.
The most
Want you to
powerful
manipulate,
weapon.
because once you manipulate that, that's it.
The only problem is now we can all sit here and think about these things and say these things because it's happened. We can now reflect on what's happened. At the time, they were going through it. They didn't have the time. As much as they had secret societies, they didn't have the time to sit down and reflect at the same. Because remember, they were reflecting in the moment. So it's not reflection, but
I
it's
would even
different.
say
I
it's
can't imagine how
unprecedented.
bamboozled they was.
No, but
I can imagine it was
now, yeah,
unprecedented
exactly the same thing
violence
happening.
that they've experienced.
Yo.
Because when you hear about inter-African violence,
Bro.
it's a joke thing compared to what the European are doing to man. You get it?
Right, but imagine, yeah, literally, imagine we're sitting in here
it
now
Amazon?
and something was happening right outside
Yeah, I
here.
watched that school.
Can we
Only black
can't
boy in the class.
reflect on what happened 5 minutes ago and say, right, so this is what we're going to do. The thing is, we're devising a plan for the moment. Do you understand? So we can sit here now and look back and say, well, how comes that didn't? How comes when you were in that moment with nothing but your bare skin, the clothes on your back, your children, your family, and whatever else, your mind isn't thinking in the
You
same
know what, in 50 years, people are going to look back and say, how was the black race allowing their kids to be killing each other in London like this?
And this is it.
People are going to say this. They're going to say, how the fuck was the black
They're
people?
gonna say, oh,
They're going to want to know. They're going to want to know who were the black people there at the time. I didn't see the
I would have, and then you would have,
How did you allow that to happen?
I wouldn't have allowed that to
Because I'm
happen.
sitting here
We
every
wouldn't
single
have
day
done
saying,
that.
how are we allowing this to happen? I wake up every single day like that.
You know,
people
How the
allow
fuck
you
are we allowing this to
still
happen?
but I wake up with anger, so I need to war them right now, bro.
You do.
You know what I mean? Like, I think like that sometimes, but
Like,
What,
I
you mean
honestly,
your ops, you mean?
no, I mean,
yes, he does mean he's off.
The real ops.
Okay,
Okay, I hope so.
We need policy.
The proper off, the poison one.
Okay.
I've always been saying the war. War is happening.
It's a
And we're
matrix.
casualties
Right
of
now, it's a
war.
matrix where you think you know, but you don't know. Some people are awake and some people are not awake.
Psychological
Shall I
effect.
tell you how powerful this war is? Yeah? How much they've got our mind. The first way is the fear way that we can all kind of see because we've got things to look back on and look at. I mean, our grandchildren's conversation might be the paralysis of analysis. They would look back at our generation and say, look, we've got it on camera now. They sat around talking about this stuff. They all knew about it.
But they still did nothing.
Well, I'm just thinking, if the white man busts through this door right now, yeah,
They gone.
then what's no, literally, this room right now busts through that door. He's got a plan. I don't know how many.
No, but you know what? You know what this is?
It's
You know what this is?
It's not just a war thing, no. It's everything.
No, but you know what this is though?
Protecting.
This is right now, yeah. Whoever's gonna watch this is gonna sit down and say to themselves, fucking hell, they touched on some real shit. I think I need to get my crew and we need to plan from now.
Yes.
But
If you got a
on
whole
the
strip
flip
there,
side-
if you ain't got a sweet shop there, it's not your strip.
The
I don't want to hear none
problem
of
is,
this.
on
now.
the flip side to them people, we're going to have the others guy and they just sit there spitting bare BS, yeah, and just talking.
But that's what you know, it's
this
gonna
is
be
the
BS to
problem.
them.
No, but what I'm saying, this is the problem that we have. You've got the handful that see and hear the message, and then the masses that don't. So you got this group of people fighting this amount of people.
Do you know what's going to
Do
happen?
you know what the white people? But you know what the white people are saying right now?
We need
The white
to-
people are saying right now, yeah, they're dangerous.
Yeah, no, yeah,
They're
of course,
dangerous.
cool.
What we
But
want,
what I wanna say is
what we
this.
want-
Listen,
what we
this
want-
is what I'm
They're not saying that.
what we want is
They're
more people with power and influence, just like Justo, coming from northwest.
That's the point.
Coming all the way from northwest, who enough people look up to you and respect you in North Wheezy to come and
That
speak like this, and
is
for them to
the
hear you speaking
point.
like this.
That is
Yeah.
the point.
Jay just said we don't talk no plan. We don't talk no plans on a podcast. We
Yeah.
don't talk about our plan. But
Yeah.
I just said, but we're talking about. We're giving away a lot of our mindsets. We're talking about a
Our
lot of stuff on
position,
here.
it's our political position.
We're
It might
exposing
sound
ourselves
like
way
we
too
might
much
do.
on some of these podcasts.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
my belief.
No,
Not
but
just-
listen.
not us, not just us. I'm talking about all the podcasts that talk about all the stuff. You're allowing all of our enemies to see what you're doing. See.
But
how
you know what?
talking,
You're so right.
See what you're
That's what I was
planning.
saying to him as well. You see, when people talk about the road, the feds are watching it, so they know how you're moving out there.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And if you're still in it, yeah, brother, advise you allow it. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make no sense.
Like,
Do you know what I
What
mean?
did Marcus Garvey say though? Fight propaganda with propaganda. I think we underestimate the power of propaganda. If we had, as you said, at least 3-4 shows talking like this, yo, that's doing something.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
exactly.
You see how
That's
there's
doing
this
something.
relation?
Yeah, yeah.
We
See the
can't
relationship
avoid.
revolution?
We can't avoid the frequency of what we're giving.
Yeah.
It has to be out there, bro. It has to. Like people seem to think, let's move in secret. Yes, we have whatever we have in secret, but we need a frequency, a consistent frequency.
They
that's
should
going
have
out
their
there
own
24
secret
hours a day,
organisation.
every day,
I
because
agree.
that's how you fight propaganda.
They should be comfortable. Is what how I see it is, someone shouldn't be comfortable who's got that thinking and think they can move around me.
Right,
Think,
right.
nah,
100%. You
you're
can't
not
come
gonna be
around me.
comfortable.
As you said,
And even
no
if you
one
wanna
can't
ask
call you a
question,
nigga.
let's unpack
Nah,
it.
you can't call me a nigga, bro.
Even
I ain't
like
no
I've
nigga,
had
bro.
people say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
no,
you
no,
need
we
to
don't
go
use
in
that
a little
language.
bit."
We don't
Yeah.
use that language.
Have you unpacked what that is? Because if white people, they were already banging on each other, and they were doing shit. Our parliament is founded on them digging up a body, Oliver Cromwell, and cutting his head off. He was already dead. They dug up the body and cut his to summon the devil.
That's what we're dealing with.
Parliament.
That's Parliament. That's what
I didn't even know that.
I never seen that in the House of Parliament.
I didn't even know that.
Why
I
do you
didn't know
know
that.
still there?
The drillers don't know.
Bro,
The
why do you
drillers
think
like.
Guy Fawkes was wanting to blow up Parliament?
His body's still there.
I think they got a little
They
two,
got a
three
skull.
back. Yes,
Oliver
yeah,
Cromwell.
yeah, but I think
Dealing
his
with
body is
Harry
like,
Potter
you
shit.
know where the Queen, you know you go past that big picture, and the
Dug
Queen's
up
little
his
quarters to
dead
get
body
changed.
and cut off his head
I think it's
because
there.
they didn't like him because he wanted to have rights. He wanted to bring in rights.
And they're coming
But
to
they
us-
came in with rights now, though.
Bro,
and they're
then-
coming to us with that energy,
then
and
they-
we're coming with plates of food.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying.
This is where we're going wrong.
And then,
We went too wrong.
This is
We
where
went,
we're
you
going
know
wrong.
what
By
is
the
it?
sounds of it,
We-
we're
you know-
on the plates, bro, because we were just
Yeah.
handing us
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
On the place.
We
You know something
just
so
lay
crazy?
down our
No,
ocean.
no,
You welcome
no,
them in.
We are on the
Shoot.
place.
But they never welcome us
And they
in,
want
bro.
to do that when they get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
For
said?
everything.
This is what I said to my friend. These countries are dying. Yeah, literally everything is dying in these countries. They're putting up the prices, everything. Pack your bag, it's time for us to go home. Because they're going to try and follow us over there. They're going to try and follow us over there, and they will follow us
But
over
the
there.
problem is, what we need to do is, when we go home, we need to block that.
Yeah,
it's not,
yeah.
come,
So
let's
you
go,
see,
you can follow.
you
It
gotta remember,
needs
yeah,
to be, it's us.
You know what you got to remember?
That's what
You
I'm
see
saying.
people
If your
people,
partners,
you
if
see
you're
like
here,
I got
you
friends
can-
here that's been deported
Sorry,
and
babe.
they've gone back home. You see when I'm talking to them,
They live life, innit?
it's not even living their life. They'll be like, brother, see that country there, it played us. Straight away say, the country, that country there,
yeah? You still got
it played us. What do you mean? Bro, you're dying right now. You don't even know that you're dying. Bro, I'm eating food from the ground. I've never been this strong in my life. And I was like, you know what? When I was young, yeah, I was young, bro. I was stronger than enough man. Because I was just eating bare African food that my mum would bloody cook, just green. Bare green. I go into the McDonald's. I go into these kind of meat food and everything. I started losing my strength. The Hulk is gone.
I know.
That's real Wakanda shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And the top tier failure of this success is going to them places there that's gonna serve you them £200 plates of nothing.
Yo! I just think
You're
you're still
falling.
hungry.
They're hungry and weak.
You're
You
falling for hunger
understand?
by the time you put your coat on. You're like,
You're going to the next food shop
after.
over there saying, "Look at it."
Hey, but husband, take me Morley.
But even that, when you think about it, yeah, like historically, black men are the strongest species, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Definitely.
without any training. That's without gym, pushing weights, this
That's
and
true,
that. Yeah.
100%.
Now, how many men can say they're strong without going gym? And I'm not saying that they're not
Some of the
strong.
whites said,
No, you know
way
what?
weaker than
But-
us.
I mean,
Way
lifestyle.
weaker than
No,
us.
you might not have been
Way
gym,
weaker
but what
than
I'm
us.
saying is, you have to then be consistent with your own training.
That's true.
Yeah? If they weren't over here, if you're not training or not doing
You're
something
dying.
that keeps you physically active all the time where you're on using your body, how many people can say they're strong? Strong, yeah, you can carry a couple bags, but strong.
Yeah.
It's not there because you got the weather to go against, you got the food to go against, you got the environment
That's
to
what
go
Superman.
against.
See,
Yeah.
Superman.
Low
All
frequencies,
of that.
man.
Superman
Low
is based on
You
vibrations.
black
understand
man,
what I'm
you
saying?
know, black
You
people,
can't.
because
You
we
tap
need
in
the
and
sun.
You
sun,
can't. But
We
yet
need
you
the
go
sun.
back home and you're in the sun and you're just walking up and down and your job was just to carry 10 bricks. Forwards and
Listen, we
backwards.
need
Forwards and
That's
backwards.
normal
We need-
Every
standard.
day.
We need
Your
those
arms
training
are
camps
used
again.
to
We
that.
need
Yeah.
our training
Arms
camps. We need
are
our Saturday
used to
school.
that by the time you come back.
You know what?
They
This
don't
is
wanna
what I
be
said.
in
Yeah,
the
this
sun.
is.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
the solution.
let me walk out my umbrella. I can't do it. No, I can't do it.
It's
We need to
implementable.
The 10-year plan, let's go.
Because of the
Yeah,
way
we need
we're
to
at,
go on,
we're
bro.
at now, it's implementable. It's not far. People can do it. You just got to do it and then learn.
Even
do it and learn.
I believe it. I also believe, like, you see, even Americans, yeah, black Americans especially, like, I know a lot of people say African American, bruv, don't even use the word African American. You just say you're African.
Straight.
You see on the paper when they say you're black British, I don't put that black British.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I just put, yo, I'm African. That's all it is. Like,
No, you know
this is
what
you
you
did.
know
I
what
said,
you
bro,
come from.
Have
you
you
wrote
noticed
this,
what
I
they
didn't.
started doing on the forms now? Has anyone clocked? Yeah. See, like you'll have
Used to be
you'll have your
Caribbean, African,
right.
now there's
So now
separate.
it will say Black British as a heading. Before it used to be Black British, you could tick Black African, Black
Yeah.
Caribbean, and then other. Right. Now it just goes Black British. Then it goes African Caribbean. Then it says other. So now you can't not be black British. You're either black other from the get-go, but even the black other is under black British.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's a trick. It's like, oh, where do
I just think that.
I'm not doing that.
I just think,
Nothing.
yeah, like, all black people should just basically, like, go home, bruv. Even if you're not from there, go and visit a land. Like, I was not from Jamaica and I went and visited Jamaica. I felt like that was my home.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I love
I
to.
felt like I went back there times, but I thought that was my
African
home.
black people are there. African
Yeah,
people are there.
and they're moving on. And not the funny thing is,
And they don't know how
black
African they are.
Africans.
They don't know how
Black
African
African
they
they
are.
are.
I told them
Black
this.
Africans.
I said, I live in England. There's pure Africans here.
They
You
play,
don't
they
know how
play
African
football
you are,
barefoot
fam.
on the road,
Come on, bro.
same
like,
as Africa.
Come on, bro.
Like,
Come on,
I
bro.
felt like I was at home. I kept going back like that was my homeland.
Beautiful.
You see what I'm saying? So we just need to travel and just go home. You might find a place that you feel like, hey, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
I fit in here. If you can go anywhere in America and live as a black person, or anywhere in England, or anywhere in Canada and live, you can actually go to Africa and do that.